Hi guys, Christina Ricci. I'm here with Dr. Rob Neal. He is a biomechanic expert and he's going to share some tips on how you can get more power and force production in your golf swing.
Christina, there are just a few things that you have to do that are really critical. One, make sure you turn enough with your body. That allows you to move your hands through a longer path, giving you more distance over which to apply force to the club. That's critical backswing stuff, right?
Okay, so if someone, I see a lot of players, recreational players, going beyond their end range though, because they're trying to get their hands up so high that they lose the...
Yeah, and they lose the connection between their arms and the body. So you can't go too far just to try to get some speed. But a lot of those amateurs, they're just lifting their arms rather than turning their body and lifting as well.
That's the key. So you got to rotate the chest and then the arms elevate.
Right.
Awesome.
Second thing, on the downswing, you need to add a little squat and then push up out of the ground. Well, the ground pushes you up when you push against it, and that gives you a lot of energy and creates rotation in the direction that you need for golf.
So essentially when you get to the top and your transition, you want to go down so then you can rotate up and through, and that gives you that tremendous force from the ground.
Yep, and then sequencing is critical. So if you pull too early with your arms and move that club early, then you get the energy out too soon, and you get increased inertia, so resistance to movement. So like when that club gets a long way away from you, it's really hard to rotate. But if you keep it in close and release it late, that's the sequencing part, you'll get lots of value out of the energy you've created with your big body movements. Rotational speed, critical as well. So making a bigger turn and going slowly doesn't help you. You've got to make a big turn and learn to rotate fast in sequence and use the ground.
So let's back up for a second when you were talking about on the downswing, because a lot of players try to get real narrow on the downswing and they end up cupping their wrists and the face is wide open.
So the critical thing is not to allow your wrists to go into extension, your lead wrist into extension. That makes you look narrow. A better thing would be to maintain the flat left wrist, or even go slightly into flexion here as you're coming down, and then release down. Not and then club face wide open.
All right, so watch your wrist on the downswing. You don't want a lot of extension. You want to create some flexion. And then get the change of the direction. The change of the direction brings the club in. You don't have to physically try to bring it in.
No, exactly right. Yeah, the faster you can turn, but it's got to again be in sequence. You can't just go ripping your chest. You've got to position your body, rotate here, rotate the chest, then the arms and the club come late.
Yeah, so that's just the kinematic sequence, we call that. So the club head is the last one through the gates.
Yeah, exactly. It has the most speed.
I mean, a lot of players struggle in the transition because, like you said, they expend all their energy right from the top. So I like to say, and tell me what you think about this, save all the max speed out in front of the ball.
Yeah.
That should be the max speed.
Yep. Yeah. You should feel like, it's not reality, but that you're going to create the club head speed on the target side of where the ball was. Not, I'll create it early and then try to maintain it. That just doesn't happen. It slows down. Yeah,
so that'll help you if you're on one that gets to the top and you jump on it. You know, a lot of players jump on it.
Yeah, they do.
And then they lose their sequence, and then you can't create the force and the power. You're just going to slice it, and no good can come from that.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Rob. Come to camp, learn new skills, meet new pals, and get more pies.